name is Steve Brayton. I'm here to give you 3 tips to incorporate while doing chest and tris that will give you game-changing results. And then, of course, I'm going to share with you guys my weekly results. Let's do this. Alright guys, so in this video, like I said, I'm going to give you 3 tips to incorporate while doing this specific workout. For those of you that don't know what workout I'm doing, please email me at steve@ucfitness.com and then I can fill you in on what workout program I'm talking about and fill you in on all the details. But for now, I'm talking to you guys out there that are doing this program and maybe not seeing the results. And I plan to give you 3 tips regarding every single one of these workouts that are incorporated into this program. So chest and tris, build legs, build shoulders, bulk shoulders, all the workouts in this program. I'm going to give you 3 tips all the way up until I get competition shredded, which I cannot wait for, you guys. I'm excited to share with you guys my results, but first I'm going to dive into these 3 tips. The first thing I want to talk to you about is something that I'm probably going to mention in every single one of these videos, just because if you do not do this in any of these workouts, you're not going to see results doing lifting at all, ever. So, of course, this program, if you're not doing this, then you're just simply not going to see the results, and you're better off maybe doing something else like cardio or something like that, and that is failure. You have got to go to failure. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on what I do to get to failure and some tips on that. And again, this is something that I'm going to talk about literally in every single one of these videos just because it's so important. And a lot of guys have a question on this, and I try to explain it 100 different ways, but guys still have questions. And that's totally fine because there's so many different scenarios, and I totally get it. So I'm going to give you one easy example to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about when I say go to failure. A lot of guys might think, well, I know what that is. You don't need to tell me about it. But I don't know about that, because when I started out lifting, I wasn't doing these things. So here we go. So let's say if you're doing a 3-set workout where you're doing 8, 12, and then 15, okay? If you are, say, going for your 8 reps first, pick a weight that you can do at least 6 times. So instead of thinking 8, think 6 reps. And what's going to happen? You're going to pick up a heavier weight, right? So, and a lot of the times what happens is you might surprise yourself and hit 8 reps. Now, holy shit, you just saved yourself from doing a lighter weight for the next 2 weeks in this program, Think about doing this compounded over time throughout this entire program. You got to have that mindset. You got to shift your mindset. So when you're thinking 8 reps, think 6. As long as you're hitting 6 reps, you got your perfect weight. And then if you hit 8 reps, it's time to go up in weight. Now, let's say if you're going for 12 reps. My sweet spot, if I hit 9 reps, I picked the perfect weight. Now, if I hit 12 reps, then I know, hey, next time I need to go up in weight. Also keep in mind, when you hit 12 reps, keep going. Get to failure. Just because they say to stop at 12, you need to keep pushing beyond that till failure. And then next time, make sure to go up in weight. Same rule applies when you're going through or going for 15 reps. My sweet spot is 12. If I hit 12 reps, then I pick the perfect weight, and I will keep using that weight until I hit 15 reps. You kind of get what I'm saying? So that's what I got to say about failure. Very, very important that you guys keep that stuff in mind, because if you're not pushing yourself and you're just simply just hitting all the reps all the time, you're never going to see results doing this program, period. And this same thing goes towards like literally any weightlifting regimen. Seriously, you guys, you got to get to failure. You're here to lift, you're here to challenge your body, do things that you're not supposed to do yet, and kick some ass. Fight for change. You know, you're fighting against gravity. You can't just sit there and do the 15, 12, and 8 all the time every day and using the same weight. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight for going up in weight every single week. So that's what I got to say about failure. Next thing I'm going to talk about, decline push-ups. This is a very popular topic because it's in chest and tries. You know, it's something that we do in chest and tries, and a lot of guys starting out the program cannot do decline push-ups, and I couldn't either when I first came back, even 5 months ago with this program. I'm serious, you guys. I sucked. I couldn't do anything because of my motocross injury, and I literally started from ground zero, and I don't even think I was able to do 2 pull-ups. Seriously, like it was crazy. It's crazy how far I've come in just 5 freaking months, you guys. It's absolutely freaking mind-blowing what consistency does, you know, in taking your supplements, getting your eating on point, and staying consistent as hell, and applying that failure thing that I was telling you about. So getting back to the decline push-ups. If you cannot do decline push-ups, start out with regular push-ups. Now, if they say to do 10 reps in this program, which they do, go to failure. Still, same rule applies. If you have to pause the program, that's okay. Pause the program. Fight for failure every single time you do push-ups. Now, again, if they're asking you to do decline push-ups, do regular push-ups, and go to failure, and then when you're on your last rep, where you know you can't go up even just one more, hold that plank position and get as high as you can in the push-up and hold it there as long as you can, then let yourself to the ground. Do that for 3 weeks, and then come back to the decline push-up, and I promise you, you'll probably be able to knock out 5 your first try. Just saying. So try that out. Next thing I'm talking about is dips. Now, this is a very uncomfortable move for me personally, and I've actually switched it up, and I do this now. I do an overhead tricep extension instead of doing the dips because, for one, I'm able to use more weight. 2, it's better on my shoulders, and it doesn't feel as awkward, you know, and there's a lot of adjustments that you can make into this program that are going to be different for everybody. Let's just start out by saying that, because I'm not saying what he's doing is wrong, but I'm sure the man himself that created this program would tell you to do these things. You know, he's not going to tell you to do anything that feels uncomfortable. And for me, doing the dips felt uncomfortable. So I now do, in place of the dips, an overhead tricep extension. And I really found this to be effective because what I do is I start out with a really heavy weight and I do as many as I can, and then I keep going down in weight until I just can't do anymore. I'm literally, sometimes I go down to 10 pounds until I can't anymore. And again, go to failure, at least as long as they do it, which I think is a minute. So I start out with, just give an example, I start out with 60 pounds. I start out with 60 pounds, and then I typically go down to like 40, and then I go down to like 20. So when I start out with the 60, I usually do like maybe 10, and then I grab the 40, and I do like maybe 8 to 12 more, and then by the time I get to the 20-pound dumbbell, then I'm only able to do like freaking 5 or something. But I'm literally exhausted. I can't do one more, which is great. Again, failure, that's what you need. And then the last thing I want to say, as far as this video goes, as far as chest and tries, and making chest and tries basically your bitch, you're going to want to make sure that you're doing full range of motion in all your moves. A lot of the times when guys are doing chest, guess what? They aren't going down nearly as far as they're supposed to. When you're going down in a chest press, you need to be down at like 90 degrees. You don't stop right here and then do these short little tiny reps. You know what I'm saying? I still, to this day, catch myself doing that. Very important that you have a mirror, because if you don't have a mirror, it's hard to monitor that sort of thing. So it is important that you kind of have a mirror, because you can see in your peripherals. You don't need to stare at yourself 100%, but you should be able to see how far your arms are going down and make sure they're going down far enough. And that goes with all your moves, you guys. Even when you're doing like a curl, a lot of guys are only going down like this and then going up again, going down like this and then going up again. You gotta do full range of motion in all your moves, you guys, especially chest. Because if you want that line right here, which is what I want, you're gonna need to make sure that you do full range of motion, you know? So again, when you're doing this move even, you know, go back as soon as your weights go out of your vision, your peripherals, as soon as they disappear, that's when you know you went back far enough. If you're doing these short little tiny reps like this, that ain't gonna do shit, just saying. So you gotta do full range of motion. And another tip, while we're on that subject, as far as the flies go, when you go up, you don't need to touch your dumbbells together. When you're laying down, have them just about this much apart. Picture me laying down right now. And then, you know, that way the tension is still in your chest. So stop right here, elbows slightly bent, and then make sure you do those elbows, or do that range of motion, go all the way down until it just goes out of your peripherals, and then go up again. When you go up, make sure that you're exploding up in all your moves, slow on the way down. Explode up, slow on the way down. You're gonna notice that they're doing that exactly that inside the program, all right? So that's pretty much all I got for you in this video. Apply those things while doing chest and tris, and I promise that will transform your workout. Literally, I talk to a lot of guys that come into the group and I tell them about this stuff when I'm talking to Team Beast Haven, and I ask them to implement this stuff, and it's literally like a completely different workout. And some of these guys have been doing Body Beast for like literally like over a year, some of them years. And then all of a sudden I tell them to do all this crazy shit, switch things up, proper way of doing form, you know, how to do failure and how to like pick your weights, all that stuff. It's literally like a completely different workout. Shit. My wife does this program as well, and she always told me that she doesn't sweat. Bullshit. If you do this stuff, it's gonna amp up your heart rate and you will sweat. I have not met one person yet that does not sweat while doing this program. And if you're not sweating while doing this program, you're not doing something right. It's just that simple. So next, I'm going to share with you guys a little flashback before I started these videos, before Thanksgiving last year, and give you a flashback of where I was, because it's super inspirational to see that, you know, I had that confidence going into this, knowing I would get to where I am today. And it's just really cool. It just kind of shows how confident I am that what I do works, which is why I'm doing this whole competition thing with you guys, and I'm getting down to competition level results to show you guys that anybody can do this shit. I'm just saying. So let's do this right now. I'm going to show you guys a little flashback, so let's do it. I'm in the middle of a workout right now, packing buys. You guys, I can't even explain how discouraged I am right now. It sucks. Going from being so in shape to like literally on the opposite side of the spectrum. Like I'm in the worst shape I think I've ever been in. You guys obviously have been following me. I've been in some pretty low points in my life with how out of shape I gotten, you know, especially with my broken ankle and things like that. But honestly right now I feel worse than I did then. My whole upper body is just fucked. I mean, when I broke my ankle, I could still do 10 pull-ups, 10, 15 pretty easily because it was my lower end of my, or lower portion of my body. So I was still able to to come in here, hop around and do some stuff, things like that. But with the pinched nerve in my neck, it sucks. It just fucked up my whole entire upper body. I don't know if it's like a mind thing, like, you know, when I start to, or try to do a pull-up, like, I don't know if it's like I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt something or what it is, but it sucks. I can barely do any right now, but you guys know me, I'm not the one to give up very easily. So I really hope that you guys continue to follow these videos because I will get back. And I am planning on sharing my progress with you guys along the way, along with telling you how discouraging it is to get up on the pull-up bar and barely be able to do any. And even like every other move that I do, you guys, it sucks because even arm curls, I'm talking bent over, flies, rows, you name it, everything. My weight has literally gone down at least 40 or 50% every single upper move that I'm doing, and it's super discouraging. But you know what? You gotta be thankful you can even get in the gym, because a lot of people can't, you know? So just know that I'm gonna get back. It just sucks, you know, but you just gotta keep going. You know, you gotta show up every day. And honestly, the biggest thing that you can do is just keep showing up. Consistency, little tiny improvements every single day add up to huge fucking results. And for those of you guys, I say this too many times, but for those of you that have been following me, you know that every time I've come back from an injury, typically I like to come back stronger, because I like that good comeback story. It just, I don't know, it just drives me. Anything that brings me down, like a broken ankle, you know, messed up back, messed up shoulders, pulled muscle, you name it, you know, it's always like, you know, I feel like it's something like saying, hey, you want this, you know, prove it, you know? And obviously I do, so I always like look at that and I push harder, and I get even more like an animal to come back even stronger, better, smarter, and everything. So just know, I'm really excited to do these videos with you guys weekly, because that is exactly what I plan to do. Obviously you guys see what I'm going through. I'm in the moment right now. This is way longer than my rest time should be, but I really wanted to take a moment and just say like what's going through my mind right now as I'm working out. And that's what everybody probably wonders. Am I really ever gonna get back to where I was? You know, it's super discouraging. I'm 34 years old. You know, to me that's young, but I can't help but think about, you know, where I was and wonder, you know, am I really able to get those results back, you know? With what happened and everything, am I like literally screwed, you know? There's always that doubt. You always think worst case scenario, and when anything happens with your health, it sucks. But, you know, I'm here to prove to you guys that consistency always wins. So I plan to show up every day. Today, it sucks. You know, the workout's definitely not where it used to be, but I'm here, I'm showing up, and I don't plan on stopping. So it's fucking go time, and you're damn right, I'm gonna come back even stronger than I was before this happened. That being said, fellas, it's time to get my ass back up on this pull-up bar and fucking kick some ass. Alright guys, so now that you saw that flashback there, it's crazy how far I've come. Seriously, that's it's pretty mind-blowing. Even looking back at all my transformations, it's just crazy, you guys. What consistency and the proper nutrition can do over just a short 3 months. Seriously. So let's talk about my results. Did I get under 10% like my goal was? Unfortunately, no, I did not. It sucks. You know, I wanted to be under 10%, but I got down to 10.7 from 11.4, I believe it was. I'll take it. I'm thinking though, for sure, by the end of this next week, I really think that I will make my goal and be under 10%. And I still think that I can get down to 5% body fat over the course of the next 2 months. That's pretty freaking aggressive. That's cutting my percentage of body fat literally in half. But I think I can do it, you know? I went down from 10% body fat down to like a little under 4% before a competition. And what was it? I think it was 5 weeks, 6 weeks. I mean, I was super aggressive. Granted, I cut out cheat days and shit, but I'm just saying, I think I can do it. So this time around, like I had said in the previous videos, I'm kind of experimenting with doing cheat days still, all the way down to all the way until I get down to 5%. I think I can do it because obviously I'm losing weight. Can I keep this going? I think I can. So that's cool. So next time I do a competition, I'll know, you know, so that's cool. And am I going to do another competition in the future? I don't know. Maybe I will. Especially if I know I can have a cheat day all the way up like to the week before. That's pretty badass. So I'm excited to try this out, see if I can get down that low while still having a cheat day. So that's what's up, you guys. Here are my results. Pretty freaking stoked. It's pretty crazy how far I've come in just 3 months and what, a week, 2 weeks or some shit. That ain't shit. That time just freaking flew by, you know? Years ago, I would have spent that long trying to figure out if I should get started or not, you know? And that, I'm sure you guys can relate with that, because you guys, I can't even tell you how many people fill out my questionnaire and then I respond to them, nothing. And that's totally fine, but it's like they get jacked up, they fill out the questionnaire and then nothing. You know, I don't understand it, but hey, I can't say shit because I've been there. You know, I got jacked up about starting something, you know, and you're in the moment, you know, like, oh, this is gonna be sweet, you know, I'm gonna fill out the questionnaire, I'm gonna do this, and then you don't, you know? So, hey, no hard feelings if this is you, but seriously, it's all good, you know, like, I struggled too, I can't even tell you how many times I reached out to a trainer, even online, or reached out to this person or that person, got all jacked up, you know, and then I just didn't. So I totally get it. But just know, you guys, I will always be here tearing shit up, getting dudes shredded, and it could be you. That's all I'm saying. Just know I'll be here for you guys when you are ready. But I'm excited to see where I'll be by the end of next week. So stay tuned, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Now from the world seems like it's so that way now. Under the mask, they force us to